Hey everybody, just want to do a quick video today to show off the current state of the game room. I know that you guys have been awaiting the part 2 of the construction of the game room video, which I still am planning on doing, but it's going to be a long time out probably, so I just figured I'd get something that you guys could check out now to kind of bring in the new year with, and plus I just kind of want to show it off. You know, it's actually evolved quite nicely, way more than originally I was planning. Originally I was going for kind of a vintage style game room, and now it's kind of more modernized, and it's kind of set up for a co-op. Kind of rigged, both me and Amanda playing games and shit down here. So yeah, I'll kind of walk you through the room and introduce you to lots of my weird toys and gears and all the stories that are kind of behind them. So I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm just going to kind of roll with it. Yeah, let's do it. Voila! In this corner we have one of my favoritist series of all time, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This arcade cabinet I wasn't really looking for, but I actually ended up just getting a really good deal on it from a friend of a friend. Winners don't use drugs. Cowabunga, man. Watch Mikey, it's so awesome. Fire! He's the gay Ninja Turtle. Amanda's tribute to Wolfenstein, which she gave for me for Christmas last year. It's totally badass. And I love playing darts. I play darts all the time, which is why there's cobwebs. Cobwebs on the darts. Fuck. So I'm just going to start at the back of the room and work my way towards the front. This is a plexiglass display case. Got some little figurine dudes in here. A lot of this stuff I collected kind of in this past year, but obviously there's some stuff. The Resident Evil 4 GameStop Collector's Edition back there. The Collector's Edition of Return to Castle Wolfenstein 10 is obviously from several years ago. This room is obviously a ridiculous case of Peter Pan syndrome going on here. I am over 30 years old now, but you know, I got a lot of fond memories of some ridiculous stuff. Like, here is my high school car, a Toyota Supra. Obviously it wasn't this nice. Mine had rust late in its life. Absolutely loved that car. I swore I was gonna like all hop it up and make it all sweet, but it was pretty silly looking back on it, but still lots of fond memories of that little dude. So this is my old car. This is the car that I thought that I wanted at some point. I thought I wanted to get a Challenger, but so many people have them now, and I don't know. Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles were like a huge part of my childhood, probably from about 5th grade to, I don't know, in 8th grade or something. I collected quite a few of these. These are the old school dudes right here. I have another box just chock full of like tons of the different characters. Obviously those guys are older. A lot of other stuff in here is newer. These guys were just released this year, based on the original cartoon series. Those magazines back there, I used to have a subscription to Mad. We bought the cracked stuff per issue, but they covered a lot of popular stuff at the time, so they had Ninja Turtle stuff in there, so I thought I'd throw that in there too. This is a bobblehead I picked up at Hastings. I think that's like a Midwest thing. You guys may not have a Hastings wherever you're located at. These little things came in the Blu-ray set that I picked up before it was discontinued, because apparently now, you know, I think I paid maybe 50 or 60 bucks for it. Now it's going for like $140 on Amazon. And this other stuff was included in that. Amanda got me these DVDs a while ago before I got the Blu-ray set. That's like the new Ninja Turtle guy. He's pretty cool. I probably would have liked him when I was a kid, just because he's far more maneuverable than these guys. These guys are very rigid. These guys are just totally awesome, actually. I'm not quite sure about Mikey here, though. Kind of looks strangely like Kermit the Frog or something. It's not very cool. Alright, shelf number 2 here. This Xbox 360 is actually a developer's edition. Yeah, this Xbox has like twice the memory as a normal Xbox. It has a totally different OS. I guess if you guys would like to see a video, like more detail on that, what it looks like when you boot into it, because it's just a totally different system. I have a developer build, I think, of Crackdown still installed onto that. You'd have to access over FTP. This arcade stick here is something that I had custom built. I designed all this stuff on it. Maybe I'll overlay some of that. A lot of this stuff I feel like I could designate an entire video to, so this is just going to be kind of a brief showing of it, I guess. Actually came out of a Nintendo Power. Amanda built that about a year ago from one of my old Nintendo Powers. This original Xbox I painted, man, I think it was 2004. Basically modded up this Xbox. During then I kind of learned a little bit about painting, getting that mirror finish and everything on there. Took quite a bit of work. And the interface is what's really crazy on this thing. Like I said, I'm going to dedicate an entire video probably to Xbox modding at some point. You know, who knows when that'll happen. This would be stuff that's years down the road, but you know, I'd like to do it at some time. This shelf is just kind of like extra stuff. You know, like, you know, the game room's not really complete or anything, but it's not really showing off a whole lot. The only thing I really like, there's that little Resident Evil 4 card that I got. Here are a boatload of Nintendo Powers. Amanda got me the very last issue of Nintendo Power for Christmas. Actually got me 2 issues, so I'll probably do a video where we go through, we look at some of these old issues. I mean, you can kind of tell which ones I really liked or might have liked games from because they're like really worn out. So we'll kind of go through that. We'll do an unveiling of the final issue, and I got tons of players guides, and I think I got some EGMs in here. Even the new Game Informers, I don't really read them. I was never big on reading some pictures and stuff. Oh, here's a board game. I guess Amanda used to play a whole lot when she was a kid. I never played it. Oh, and Nintendo Monopoly. Haven't played that either, it's still in the plastic. This is something I got, I'd say in the past year or so. Just obviously a Master Sword from Zelda. This dude right here, I got in '91. I think I actually even wrote on it somewhere. Yeah, 1991 JL. I remember I got this at the mall here in town the day that I went to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 at the theater. Oh shit, I'll mess with that later. Oh, I guess I can look down here now. That's Wilson. Say hi, Wilson. This is just a random little Zelda-esque treasure box. It's got random little, totally ridiculous trinkets in it. This thing's pretty sweet, actually. It's pretty cool, you know? Maybe I can hit the dartboard from here. Or not. Oh, hey, that's Amanda's poster, by the way. It's pretty sweet. What else? What else? Oh, God, this funky couch. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be here, hopefully, in a few years, or a couple years, or maybe this next year it'll be gone, hopefully. I have a pretty sweet little Zelda shrine here, but unfortunately it's kind of hidden away down here. Oh, gotta like look at it through this freaking. I'm gonna get a different shelf to put that on, but that's really the only space that I had available for it right now. But that's pretty cool. I'm gonna get a different shelving unit for here in the center. This puppy just houses wireless router and controllers and that sort of thing. This is an interesting little device. As a matter of fact, if you guys saw me play Halo sometime in the last couple months, you were probably thinking, damn, LoX kicks ass in Halo. Why is he so good at it? And I'd never played the Halo series. I don't know anything about the guns in it. But I was murdering bitches. Well, that's because I was using this Zim device. That's not a Zim. What the fuck am I talking about? What is this thing? Yeah, this is a Zim. It's a Zim without a Z. It's got an X in there. God, terrible camera work. Anyway, I don't want to unravel it right now because I'm lazy and I'm holding the camera and it's a pain in the butt. But more or less, this allows you to use a keyboard and mouse with your Xbox. So that's what I was doing. It's not ideal. Basically, it's like having a mouse with negative acceleration. If you try and swipe too fast, you'll actually move slower. But it's handy. Like if I get too frustrated playing console games with a gamepad and I decide that I want to teach kids a lesson and rage their face, then I pull that sucker out. But in the meantime, it just sits in here. I've never used the Kinect, never. I don't even know why the hell I plugged it in. But yeah, closer look at the Zelda stuff here. Amanda got me that light for my birthday. And that's probably the coolest thing. Wind Waker bobblehead there. Those are pretty rare, I'd say, to come by these days. I got some cel-shaded Link art from Soul Calibur 2. That was probably by far the coolest Soul Calibur game that ever came out, in my opinion. Official Zelda soundtrack, my buddy Saul gave me that. And the Wiimote there from the last Zelda game that came out. And what else we got going on here? We got the game rack. You know, I've never been super big on Halo, but Amanda really kind of liked the series. She did a video review recently on Halo. You guys should check out on the recent one. I thought the recent one was pretty good. It felt kind of short, but I'd say it's probably my top 2 favorite Halo games. You know, I'm not a purist or anything. I know that a lot of people really liked Halo 2. Honestly, I liked Halo 3 and 4 the most. ODST and Reach were, I don't know, anticlimactic in my opinion. Just didn't do a whole lot for me. I couldn't do a full review or anything on them because they just didn't draw me in. They just didn't draw my attention much. Here, I guess, is the nitty-gritty of things here. These are both 37-inch displays, and mine is a Panasonic. With this, you know, you get some lag or whatever. It's not the best for PC gaming, but for this situation, it's, you know, the most ideal. I think really my old gaming rig upstairs, which is semi-intact still, is probably really the best for gaming, but this gets the job done. Xbox there, Wii. I think you guys know most of the components that's in the PC, so I don't really need to go over that. These speakers actually are really kick-ass, but I don't use them a whole lot. Klipsch's. I think they're the Best Buy bookshelf model. Man, it's pretty much, these are like more or less mirrored setups. I recently got her that, or moved her parts to that case. So we both have these rigs set up to capture everything. You know, the Wii 360, they're both pretty much fully configured to record. So yeah, pretty cool little setup. It's a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be, you know. Definitely got some time putting all this together. Oh yeah, here's where the magic happens. Lots of alcohol, mini fridge. It's got Amanda's cranberry juice always stocked up in there, Diet Cokes, and of course pickles, and Smuckers. Can't be without Smuckers. My gym. So yeah, that's the game room in a nutshell. I don't know if I really finished going through all these games here. I got a lot of older games, nothing extravagant. You know, I was actually kind of restricted from buying a lot of games and stuff when I was a kid, which might explain why I got so into it later. But I had a limited number of games. I think the first game that I ever actually owned was Mario Paint. And I think the idea behind that was that it was, you know, artistic or something. You know, you had to be creative, which, I don't know, maybe it helped me out. You know, I do a lot of kind of creative things now, so maybe that was a good thing. I think I had a Super Nintendo with Mario Paint for the first year that I had a Super Nintendo, and a little bit later I got some other games. By far, some of my favorite Super Nintendo, I mean, this has to be it. When I got Super Mario Kart, I had to, like, sign my childhood away so my dad would get me this game. You know, I literally wrote out a contract to, you know, do a bunch of chores, which I didn't really follow through on, sadly. Sorry, Dad. I was playing Mario Kart instead. But yeah, Super Mario Kart, that is the best Mario Kart in my opinion, and I still have a blast playing that, and I'm probably gonna do a video of that here pretty soon. Link to the Past, obviously an awesome game. I think that kind of ties in with Nintendo Power, because this game was so huge on Nintendo Power's like top 10 list for so long. Secret of Mana, that was a cool game. You know, lots of these are just really great games. I love Killer Instinct. To this day, I want the... Oh, Jesus Christ. To this day, I want the original Killer Instinct arcade. You know, honestly, I think I'd kiss the Ninja Turtle arcade cabinet goodbye if I could get an arcade cabinet of Killer Instinct. I love that game so much. And I was pretty damn good at it, if I do say so myself. There's some really old games. So I didn't really play the original Nintendo a whole lot, but Super Mario 3 was what I did play. And Contra. Contra was the first... This was the very first Nintendo game that I ever played. And we rented a Nintendo and rented Contra. My dad actually went to a Video Trend. That was a video store we used to have here in town before, like, a lot of the other very commercial outfits came out. But he went to a Video Trend and he rented that without us kind of knowing. Oh, these are Amanda's, I think, games over here. I got some more. Oh, here's Mario Paint. I think these are all Amanda's stuff. And my Game Genie. That's actually not my original Game Genie. I let a friend borrow it, but I never got the damn thing back. Original Xbox stuff. These are all my original Xbox games. I got rid of a lot of them. This is gonna sound goofy as hell. You know, I want to do a lot of videos, I guess. I kind of older stuff now. You know, I kind of feel burnt out on newer games. But I want to do a little bit on Driver 3. Driver 3 was not a good game by any means. You know, I hated the single player. But Driver 3 is the reason why I bought an original Xbox, because it looked really good. It wasn't available on PC at the time. And you could do a lot of kind of video directing stuff in it. That was always kind of a unique aspect of the Driver series. You could get in and just make ridiculous videos within the game itself, which I thought was really cool. I guess I've kind of always been into video stuff. And I played the original Driver quite a bit, and Driver 2 a little bit. And I did the same thing. I can actually remember recording, what if I have it here? Yeah, check it out. Driver. I remember recording this Driver game on a VHS, like playing the survival in San Francisco mode and just doing ridiculous jumps and stuff. I really wish I still had some of those VHS tapes. Anyway, Driver was probably my favorite game on the original Xbox. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. Let's see here. Soul Calibur 2, that was more of a GameCube game in my opinion, because it had Link. Yeah, I don't know. The original Xbox, you know, Conquer Live and Reloaded. You know, that was more or less a Nintendo 64 game. Oh, Urban Chaos is pretty cool. You know, for a shooter on the original Xbox. A lot of people like Black. Both of those were pretty late in the life of the original Xbox. But I don't know. Driver 3 is really what did it. I think I picked that up in maybe 2004 or something like that. GameCube. I don't know. What would be my favorite game here? Moved out of Shad. I guess I don't have my Zelda stuff over here because a lot of it's over in the case. Wind Waker is pretty awesome. I really liked Wind Waker. Resident Evil 4. That would probably be it. Or Wind Waker. That's pretty much a toss-up, I'd say. I played the shit out of both those games. Really loved them. Other than that, you know, I don't know. I guess the GameCube left a little bit to be desired. Portable stuff. You know, I got some DS's and crap up here, but I'm not huge into it. I, of course, have a modded. I can't even remember the name of this damn thing. It's not a Game Boy. Well, that's Amanda's. I don't know what the hell. It's not a Game Boy Advance. I'm losing my damn mind. Oh, these desks are pretty cool. I got these recently. We were using these carts before, and they're really jinkety jankety. These desks are awesome. Oh, look at this. I'll tell you something about living with a woman. Just a little heads up for you guys later on. Hairpins. You will find them everywhere. They will be in the bathroom, in the drain. They will be everywhere. Let's see. In terms of peripherals here, I don't have a particular gaming keyboard that I really use because I use a Logitech G13. I modified this one. This actually has the original controller S, the original Xbox controller S thumbstick on there, and it's got different profiles and stuff. G13 is pretty sweet. I really started using these because originally the keyboard tray that I had didn't have a lot of space on it, and I like to use big old mouse pads like this sucker here. And kind of a mid to low sensitivity player, so having something like that saves some desk space. I like to customize a lot of different stuff. You can set up macros, so that worked good. Originally I used the Nostromo speed pad, but this is really just a far more polished product in my opinion. Counter glasses, I use those seldom. I don't know how big of a difference that they really make, but you know, I gotta look cool while I'm gaming, so I just go ahead and put on some hunting glasses. Nothing cooler than that, right? Yeah, I guess this is actually kind of like a media keyboard. It has left and right clicks there, mouse scroll wheel. My mouse of choice right now is actually the G500. There might be other mice that I would prefer. There's a lot of mice that I haven't tried. It used to be that I was going through mice every couple of months or so just because I like trying out different ones. The G500 is kind of a nice balance between a good gaming mouse and something that's really great for videos. I use it as just as heavily as a video editing tool as I do gaming mouse. The free scroll is kind of like a big part of that. I mean, it kind of turns it into a like a shuttle wheel, basically, more or less. So that's nice. This desk is very, very sturdy. The carts that we had before were kind of jankety, so I'm very happy with this desk here. If you looked at our other videos, you know what headsets we're running. I got the PC 350 SEs. She's got the PC 360s, my old ones. And she originally had one of these chairs here that she got from Best Buy, so I thought I'd match her, keep things symmetrical and cool looking down here. So I got one too a little bit later because I thought I didn't quite get the discount on it that she did. But yeah, I think that covers it. So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for checking out the room. Hope you enjoyed some of the stories and such. And stay tuned for that Game Room Part 2 video. I'll post that sometime in the next 10 years or something. You know, I don't feel like I could conclude a video without you guys seeing Lily. You guys seem to really like the kitty, so see if we can get Lily down here. Lily! Hey, kitty! What's going on? What's going on? Come on, Lily. Huh? Hey, kitty. Were you sleeping? I'm trying not to point the camera at my crotch right now. If you think it's poor camera work, you're being spared right now. Come on, Lily. Oh, and there she is. Here we are. Man and kitty in Game Room. So have a happy new year, people. And be safe, don't drink and drive, and all that jazz. Peace out.